Hi all, today we're going to go through the main parts of our Needle project. In our team we assembled a small version of development team, which consists of product manager, backend developer, mobile developer, and the engineer and the UI UX designer. Here you can see the basic information and read the history of Discovery Bureau. The project was written based on the user's problems with the next steps and after losing and finding lost things. Since this app is not intended for long-term and constant use throughout the user's life after registration, we intend to make it as convenient and easy to use as possible for all target audience. Our goal is to create a mobile platform for lost and found items with a high degree of personal data protection and with ability to specify categories. We have listed some competitors in the Kazakhstan market, both alternative and indirect, which is one way or another solve the problem. Now we move to the most interesting part of our presentation, application development. We'll start with the backend part, which was written entirely in Java Spring in Java using Spring Boot framework. We chose this framework because it's the easiest to build projects on it and allows us to work quickly and conveniently with all the dependencies. We have used Mapnest software project management and Hibernate for mapping the Java classes to database tables.
After I received all information from the PM, I began to make a sitemap. The sitemap displays all the pages that user can access. The sitemap is divided into 5 layers. In the diagram, the entry point to the application is defined in red color. Here, using the registration page, user after entering all necessary data will be registered into the system and will be redirected to the login page, in which he needs to enter an email and password. You can also speed up this process with fast access code that user can enable after registration or in the settings page. Next, blue section, which contains pages and navigation bar, with which you can go to another page of the blue section. The green and yellow sections contain pages in which user can perform any actions, for example, create a record or change his password. And last, purple layer contains pages displaying a single record, for example, messages or announcements. After that process of creating wireframe began, where I placed elements such as navigation bar, buttons, etc. And the last process is the prototyping, where I created logotype and choose the primary and secondary colors.
Mobile application was written on Kotlin programming language using standard stack of Android development such as Kotlin, Kotlin Flow, shared preferences, view models, and live data. Kotlin is the modern language to develop Android applications and officially recommended by Google. Clean architecture is the common pattern to develop applications, and UI was created using the Jetpack Compose framework. So let's start to explore our application. Let me log into application. I entered the phone and the password. So this is our home page where you can see 2 buttons, found things and the lost things. Also there is lost things, and we can log out and see there that our every action was connected with the backend, and this is our application.
So here we have a database site, like we use the PostgreSQL as our main database site, and we, as you can see here in our entity relationship diagram, we have a main 11 entities where a user enters his data, and these entities stores its users data and uses in our application as well. So as example of our main entities, we have users for logging authorized and registered users, applications to store main applications which were uploaded by the user, and chats and payments to save the history between the users